Yes, good afternoon. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Yes, so
Good
sorry for the
afternoon.
delay. Yeah, there was something here in the middle of the session. I'm so sorry. I started late. Yes. So last time we did the video making thing, and probably that was the last session of the ICT part. Right from today, we'll be starting the cybersecurity portion of this course. And if you remember, the very first lecture that we had was related to cybersecurity, the introduction to cybersecurity. So being in any field, it is nowadays very important for understanding what are various issues related to cybersecurity which we might be facing. And the reason is we are using the cyber world every single moment, right? From any age you pick, we are all into and onto the internet, right? You take a kid of 1 year old, he would be watching videos on YouTube. He would be using iPad. He would be using Amazon Fire, right? Uh, or you take the people who are of the upper zone of age, they also use internet as entertainment and connecting media, right? So every single person is right now on internet and on the cyber world. And that is why it is very important for us to understand what various issues can be there when we are using this internet, right? Now, when it comes to cyber security, the first thing that comes to our mind is always the cyber crimes, right? Which are cliched as viruses, worms, and we think
Bullying.
of yes, we think of data breaches and all such things. But that is not the only thing which can be considered as the issues on the cyber world, right? So today we will not be discussing about what we already have heard here and there about cybersecurity. We would be discussing something different than what have. We have the frame for cybersecurity. Let us see outside that, right? So I'll be just discussing a case, right? If you see the cyber crimes, you might be aware, and if not, you can look into IC3 reports of various years. IC3 stands for Internet Crime Complaint Center. And this particular agency gives out report every year, which is talking about various cyber crimes that have been notified. They even identify that which country is having increasing crime rate or decreasing crime rate, which is the top one having a lot of cyber crimes and so on, right? So in IC3 report of 2015, right, I had seen that the top rating crimes, the first top rating crime, top notified crime was auto fraud. Now, when it comes to cybercrime, we always think that the computer or the cyber world or our data is the target. But cyber crimes also include the possibilities where computer, internet, or all these things are used as a tool, not just target. Right? So this auto fraud was an example of such thing where if you have heard, in US after the age of 18, the people are on their own. I mean, for their all needs, they have to earn on their own, right? There is no pocket money given. And then there is also a party culture. So there are so many youngsters who want to enjoy, who want a lot of luxury and who want a lot of spending every weekend, right? So this kind of people, youngsters, what they did, they realized that people have started trusting the online shopping. They have started trusting online shopping, and thus they are not even verifying whether the other end exists or not. And then by that time, it was just the beginning of reselling sites like OLX, right? So what they did, whenever they needed money, they created a fake account on such reselling site, right? And then they will click pictures of their neighbors' vehicles or any random vehicle on the road and put it for sale. Now the people there are
But ma'am, how can
as
that be legal?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a crime, no?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
are talking about crime, yes. So the people who are using, the users like you and me, right? They would see these pictures of very good vehicles and in second hand with good deal price and all, and then they will even transfer the amount beforehand. And then when the delivery or when the connection is out or the account does not exist, they realized that it was a fraud. And there was a huge amount of huge amount in dollars was under this fraud in that particular year. So we never think of this kind of frauds which are also existing on the cyber world. Right? Another scam which I read was uh, this one is Indian, where a software engineer at Bangalore, what he was single and he was using a dating site. Right? Again, this is from 2015 news in Times of India cybercrime section, right? And this software engineer from Bangalore, what happened was he connected to a girl from a dating website, and they started chatting. They felt that they have similar likes, dislikes. They communicated over days and days. And then they started a communication when there comes a state when you talk every single thing to the other end, right? You tell that, okay, now I'm wake up. You say that I'm eating right now and I'm not feeling this and that, right? Everything you say. I'm shopping and I'm going to office and I'm coming back from office, right? Every single thing you say, right? To the other end on text, right? Okay. Now, after this kind of attachment and habituation of that texting, right? One day suddenly that messages stopped from the girl's end, right? And when this kind of severely addictive messaging stops suddenly, right? You will feel desperate. So for 3 days, there were no messages from the other end. And then the boy felt that he was really feeling for that girl and they should take the relationship ahead. And while he started feeling so, that girl appeared again online, and they had a chat. And she said that I'm currently very upset, and my father is unwell, and I'm busy with all that, so I can't communicate. Again, for a few days, the communication went off. And then when it came back again, she mentioned that I don't know about us or anything because my dad is very much ill and I need to pay his hospital bills and I'm not earning that much. And he is not conscious. I don't have access to his bank account, right? And already the boy was already feeling desperate about her and he offered money to her. She denied, pretended to deny, and then she actually gave away her account number. And then there was a money transfer done to that account. Again, for few days, the connection was off. The boy felt that there is a possibility that she is busy with the busy caring about her father and all. But then that connection never came back. And when he searched for the profile was deleted from the dating site. He searched for the account number from the bank, and that account was closed. Right? Back then, even saying this publicly that someone is using a dating site was not considered good. That boy was terribly, felt terribly cheated, and he was a software engineer. He knew that this can be caught, and he had the courage to mention that he was using a dating app from where they were connected, and he filed an FIR. And that person was even caught. And there were 8 such crimes committed by the same person. That is what he mentioned. And yes, he was a boy, not a girl even. Right? So it is very important for us to understand that when we are connecting on social media, right, this crime is specifically known as romance scam. Right? There are so many such romance scams possible. This is one way in which they commit the crimes. There are many other ways also. You will come to know shortly. Right? So these kind of crimes we have to save ourselves from. right? If you feel that you are connected, you, your sibling, your parents, whoever, you are connected to someone very nicely, emotionally over text messages, then you also have to remember that this text can be edited, can be deleted. So if I'm feeling very bad about someone, I will text all those bad words and then delete it. I know how I can be the nicest of myself while I'm texting, right? And even if I don't know, I can Google it that I want to write this. How can I write it in a better way? Right? So it is very important for us to understand that we should not believe on anything based on text messages, right? Here the example was between two total strangers, right? Even if the person you know, right? For them also, you should not be believing on the text messages while you are taking the decisions of your life, right? I'll just give another example that I have seen so many people, even we would be doing the same, right? That the boy is standing, near Pan Ka Galla, and the girl calls that you are not meeting me since last 3 days. Where are you? And he will say that, yes, you are not meeting. I'm feeling very bad. And I'm, in my home with my head paining without meeting you. And he's standing in front of Pan Ka Galla with his friends, right? In all good mood. And we keep on doing this, even we all, right? कहाँ पहुंचे हैं? कौन सही आंसर देता है कभी? Right? So the other way is also true. सामने वाला भी सही है. We cannot trust. Right? We never know that what the person
Ma'am, but that
sitting
dating
even
site,
next to us. Yes.
ma'am, but
Tell.
that dating site didn't have like any profile picture of that, like that person who
अरे
pretended
एंजल
to be
प्रिया नहीं
her.
मैं
देखे
कभी
कभी?
प्रोफाइल पिक्चर डाल सकती हूँ.
हाँ, एंजल प्रिया होती है ना फेसबुक पे.
Question.
Right? We can put any kind of profile picture. मैं खुद भी कोई भी बन सकती हूँ. That is another crime, which is identity theft.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So in totality, in summary, what I wanted to say is there are so many crimes possible while you are connecting to someone who is unknown, specially, right? Even if you are connecting to someone who is known and you are just believing in the text messages without meeting, you should not decide on anything major about that person or relation or anything, right? Okay, so the first task is you have to go through the IC3 reports or any other crime news, cybercrime news, right? And you have to figure out few romance scams, right? Or any such emotional scams which are there, which are existing other than what I have mentioned, right? And for this you have 10 minutes, right? Then we'll discuss ahead. Similar scam, but they are not totally this kind of romance scams, which I have mentioned. Right? We'll discuss again after 10 minutes. Till then, if you have any doubt, you can post it in the chat box. Found anything?
Yes, ma'am.
What's that?
Ma'am, so like the first incident that I've found is from the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Uh, it's like a story in 2014, a real one, and it's of a lady named Glenda. And at that time, she was a citizen in United States, and she told that she met the love of her life, which was which also pretended to be the citizens of US, but was originally from Nigeria. And so he asked her for like money to help with his like business and help him leave Nigeria. And then like she owned like electronic shop, and also she sold like some laptops and like phones and stuff, but the money wasn't enough for him. So then like he asked her to like open personal and business bank accounts, and like he was ongoing, and like he started giving her like checks or like money deposited into her bank's accounts. And like in 2015, when the bank employees and local police officers and like federal agents told her that that wasn't love, that was a scam, and like she needed to stop or she could go to jail, but she was not like ready to listen. And like as you told that she was also desperate, so like she was only listening to that man sitting in Nigeria. And then on as recent on November 2nd, 2021, like she was guilty to two federal felonies, and like she told that now she'll be listened to the judges of the court, and like both of them were sent to jail. And the second one is like, ma'am, from the like it's kind of embarrassing, but it's from like Indian Air Force only. So like the like so in not the pilot, but like in the team there was someone who was interacting with a girl from Pakistan, and she pretended to be that she was like from Britain. And like she asked him like about like how is it going, and it was normal conversation. But like after that, they started like getting deep, and like then they started like dating. But like ma'am, then she also like asked for like some information like about his work, and he gave her the information which was not like which was considered to be very confidential, and it worked against India. And like then he was fired and he was out of Air Force.
Okay. Anyone? Anyone else? Anyone got to read about Lemur? Anyone got that? या सिर्फ एक रोल नंबर 6 ही पढ़ रहा है? Anyone else would like to share anything?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, tell me.
Ma'am, Big Basket faces potential data breach of 2 crores. The data of 2 crore people were leaked on dark web.
Okay. Fine. So again, it becomes technical. I'm just asking about any emotional kind of scams which are using internet computer as a tool. Anyone have come across anything like this?
There are numerous incidents like on FBI and ICCC.
Yes. Right. So this ICCC or IC3, you can just download the reports and check for yourself if you are interested. Right. And there is an app, there was an app based scam which was there in during the lockdown period. If you might have come across, the name of that app was Lemur, if I'm not wrong. And that was a Chinese app, a Chinese dating app. And there people were actually not emotionally blackmailed, but the profiles that they liked, right, from them, they will start getting a message. And if you want to reply to that message, you have to upgrade that thing to the next level of membership. You have to pay a certain amount. Then further, you will have to upgrade if you want to receive further messages from the other end. And it was almost 900 rupees per month every customer was paying for this kind of upgradations. And then the scam came out that there was no other side actually. It was all messages which were done by random people, right, just to get the money. That's it. Right. So there are so many such scams which are possible using computer as a tool, and we should be cautious not falling prey for them. right? Now, another side, when we talk of this, we talked about the scams. All that we were talking till now about was about the scams, where there is a communication between two parties, and then there are problems of this kind, and generally the motive is money, right? So this kind of things are there, especially like in US example that I have given, right? Similar with the similar reason, right? The teenagers also figured out that which of their friend has old parents or grandparents, and what they did were they went to them, right? Through social engineering, through the post that you make, through that they figured out that there are some people, old age people who are living alone. They went there, right? There, you can read about several such scams, and they said that the person, their grandchild, who is their friend, is kidnapped by someone or has met with an accident and need urgent money for him or her. And those people will obviously easily give, knowing that they are friends, right? So this kind of scams were also possible because of the data or the posts that people kept on doing online, right? So we also not only while communicating with people, but while communicating with the world through this various social media, we need to be cautious about what we are posting, right? Social media, it has wonderful flavors, but then discipline in using them is very much required, right? So the next portion will be discussing about several such events, several such things that are harming us in various ways while we are online, right? So I'll just, can you just recall that I had given one example blog while we were working on blogs, right? And that blog title was 137 only. Do you remember that? Anyone remembers that blog? 137 only. एक मीडियम का लिंक भेजा था मैंने आपको, या नहीं भेजा था?
No, ma'am. Like
No?
you
मैम
told
ऐसा कभी
already.
सुना भी नहीं है।
Yes?
नहीं सुना ऐसा कभी।
नहीं सुना ऐसा? अच्छा, तो you read about it. It is written by R. Shah. अभी नहीं, later on you can read. R. Shah is an alumni of Nirma, and he has written this blog called 137 only. Right? So this is basically about, you know, the longing of likes that we have day in and day out. Right? There is a huge mass of people, including all of us, who feel so elated by the number of likes that we have. Right? Initially, when social media came, it was by the number of followers or number of friends that were there on your list. But as now time is going ahead, we are now more hungry about the likes and comments that we are getting. We feel so good when we get likes and comments, and that is the normal human tendency, right? When we are you know, getting noticed, when we are being appreciated, we just love that, right? But then the other way around is also true, that suppose for a particular post I have got 300 likes, right? And now I am so elated and I do a similar post just to get just to confirm, or you know, just to validate that I am worth, right? I'll again expect more number of likes or same number of likes, and even if I get 150 likes, it would pull me down emotionally, right? I'll be no happier, because now my happiness or my you know, self-worth depends on the number of likes that I'm getting, right? So there is a whole new side of psychological problems which are now notified because of use of internet, social media, and every such thing. Right? Now, this thing you might have already heard, that, you know, there is a psychological issue where you keep on, you know, waiting for the likes and all those things. But there is another psychological issue also, which we all are facing. And that is the level of attention that we have in doing anything is almost going down to zero. Right? We do not have the attention to do anything. We do not have the discipline to do any specific thing at any given time. We always have something or the other in our mind, right? And if not anything, one thing is constantly in our mind: let me check my phone. Right? Even right now, when I'm giving this session, right, you are connected to the meeting, but there would be 90% of you who would be checking your phones only. right? And you may be checking it out of no reason also. There are no notifications, but you want to see what people are doing, what are the status updates of your friends and family, right? Or you want to make your own updates, right? You're constantly online and your constant, attention or thinking is running behind, God knows what. We are clueless about what we are doing, where we are heading, right? And in this beautiful era where every single person is having equal amount of access to all kind of knowledge, how many are actually using that? If I tell you right now that there is a very good TED talk which has come up on this cyber security, you must watch. It is 20 minutes talk. You watch it by we meet next time. That is after 1 week. I'm so sure that all of you would binge watch n number of series on Netflix, but will not watch that TED talk, right? Because our concentration has gone totally towards entertainment and towards a state where we do not believe anymore in disciplined behavior, right? We just are doing anything that we like on internet because there is no one watching us. That's what we feel actually, right? लाइक अगर आप रैंडम टाइम पे खड़े होकर डांस करेंगे तो कोई ना कोई घर में से वो टोकेगा आपको कि ये क्या कर रहा है अभी, पागल हो गया है. But there is nothing like this when you are on your virtual mode, on your virtual zone, right? You are dancing everywhere in every kind of website. No one is there to stop you. And that is introducing a new problem of zero concentration, zero attentiveness, right? And no focus on any single thing. I don't know how much it reaches you, but I'll just give you a simple task that you have to do through this week, right? Every single day while you go to sleep, you have to just check that on that day, how many times you have checked your phone. I'm so sure this is half a day down. We are right now half a day down, and you might have at least checked your phone for 60 times on an average.
But ma'am, it remains in like hands only, so like.
Exactly, still you check.
Yeah.
Right? Aapka dhyan always is on the phone, right? What the phone is having now, what new is there, right? Even if you stop all the notifications, even if you turn off all the notifications, you will open your phone and check, kuch aaya to nahi hai.
So ma'am, is that the solution that we delete like any kind of like apps or we install something?
No, the solution that works for me is I have turned off app notifications. So that constant buzzing of phone telling me that there is something for me to see is stopped, right? So
But ma'am, if you miss something important, then what happens?
Now, okay, here there is a very important thing I want to say. We are not in army that will have any emergency, and anything which is important and emergency will always be on call. It will never be on message. राइट अगर किसी का एक्सीडेंट हो गया तो वो बंदा कभी कोई मैसेज नहीं करेगा, वो कॉल करके बोलेगा कि आई नीड हेल्प, राइट? So you should come out of this. This is very important, especially at your age where you have a lot of time to be here in this digital world still remaining. We have just joined the digital world. You have born in the digital world, right? So it is very important for you to understand that what you are missing out. Just imagine that 60 times you touch your phone rather than that 60 times you tell your mom that, mom, do you need any help? उनको कितना अच्छा लगेगा? We don't even call anyone in the house roaming here and there. We don't even know at times that who is sitting in the room with us, right? And this is very saddening, a side of technology. Okay, so the task is you have to check for yourself that how many number of times you are accessing your phone through the day, and try to set your own threshold कि अगर मैंने 100 बार फोन ऑलरेडी देख लिया है दिन में तो अब मैं नहीं देखूंगी, right? I'll keep my phone aside, चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए, right? I'll keep my phone aside, I'll not touch the phone, right? Or you can even try to keep fixed hours where you are offline, right? Like after dinner, I will not touch the phone. right? This kind of discipline is very, very much required, right? To do the fruitful things which are so wonderfully possible with the use of technology.
But like, ma'am, will it help if we like lock our phone?
Lock your phone.
Yeah.
But it's login by lock you what you're trying to say. That
Yeah, like ma'am, like there's an app. I don't know exactly the name, but yeah. So like ma'am, we can lock our phone for like that for like 10 or 15 minutes, like the time that we set, and till then like our phone won't like it won't open.
अब तो मैडम वो आ गया सैमसंग में भी फोकस मोड.
focus mode.
Like it's in every like every system, in even in like iOS also.
मैं वीवो भी
Okay.
प्रमोट कर रहा है.
Ma'am, does that help?
I don't think because you are the one who is setting it, no? So
Ma'am, I
rather than
think,
that,
Yeah.
one
rather than that,
factor-
yes, tell me.
one factor that there is, I mean, not on a broader perspective as in phone notifications, but if you talk about individual apps such as Instagram, they
Yeah,
have the facility to actually show you how much time you've spent, and
exactly. And
they have an option where it says that you can set a daily reminder that this is the
yes,
amount of time you've spent.
yes,
Ma'am, the
like
same
I
comes
have,
for like every apps, like for YouTube
yes,
also
YouTube
and like
also has,
WhatsApp.
YouTube also has, yes. So the thing is, even Instagram, if I don't set anything, it will always tell me that you are now caught up. कि भाई आगे का देख लिया और कितना स्क्रॉल करोगे कितनी बार देखोगे राइट सो you just need to think that what exactly you are for on the internet आप करने कुछ लेते हैं फोन and then you start doing something totally different right and you move to WhatsApp to Instagram to God knows what right and that needs to be regulated you need to have that discipline and only you can do that क्योंकि जब हम स्कूल जाते हैं ना तो पेरेंट्स को पता होता है कि आप क्या कर रहे हैं वो डिसिप्लिन लाने में हेल्प कर सकते हैं बट अभी तो फोन आपके पास है पापा को कुछ पता नहीं आप क्या कर रहे हैं राइट उनको सिर्फ इतना पता है कि कुछ पढ़ ही रहा होगा डिवाइस दे दिया है हमने तो राइट दे आर नॉट ऑफ योर जनरेशन वेयर this digitized world was always there since they were born no so they do not know right if and if they are not from the technical background then I'm so sure they would not know anything about what you are doing right so it is now totally up to you that how you add this discipline to your daily routine right and believe me if you just fix अगर आप रात को 12 बजे सोते हैं I'm so sure सोने तक आप फोन देखते रहते होंगे और तकिए के बाजू में फोन रख के सोते होंगे right so instead of that what you do if you sleep at 12 o'clock every day on an average then at 11 o'clock at least you keep your phone away just try to have that 1 hour of no phone time and then gradually you can increase right you will initially feel very desperate about मेरे हाथ में कुछ नहीं है that types right
Craving.
but then yes but then
Ma'am, like I've tried it.
will normalize yes
Ma'am, I've tried it for like 10 minutes, and on the 9th minute, like I was.
नहीं मैं मेरा
Okay.
तो हो जाता था. मैं तो रखता था तो नहीं हो मतलब लेता ही नहीं था फोन.
That's very nice, right? It also depends on what kind of environment is there around you, right? It also depends on that. Like I have seen people where entire families together after dinner, during dinner, but everyone is still on phone. So it's very difficult for that kind of environment for you to come out of that. So if everyone is working, say in technological background, like I am here as a computer engineering professor, my husband is working as a software engineer. तो हम घर जाके भी अपनी टेक्नोलॉजी में घुसे रहते हैं. So something like that, if it is there, it is very difficult for you to come out of this. But then you will have to do that because it is harming you. You need to understand that, right? You are
मेरे लिए तो
yes.
मतलब मैं तो जो चीज मतलब ज्यादा मुझे छोड़नी होती है तो उसको ही ज्यादा यूज करता हूँ. अब फोन को मतलब छोड़ना है तो फोन को ज्यादा यूज करता है तो मतलब उससे मतलब दूर ही भागता हूँ बाद में.
Okay,
एक
so
ऐसे
मन चाहे
डिटेक्ट हो
उतना
जाए.
यूज कर लो ऐसा.
हाँ.
Okay, so that might not work for everyone.
But ma'am, like yeah, but ma'am, like we can't get enough of like phone, so like it's
Yes, but you
like we
should
don't know
try.
when to stop. So
Yes, so all this is the homework for you. Check for yourself आप कितने time अपना phone touch करते हैं. That you will be surprised to know that. शायद आपका अनलॉक कितनी बार हुआ है वो ऑप्शन ऑलरेडी अभी देख सकते हैं आप अपने फोन का, राइट? सो यू कैन गेट दैट काउंट फॉर टुडे, right? And you just figure out that where you need to stop and what all things which you are doing are actually useless, right? आप Instagram पे अगर you are a creator and you are going there and posting your stuff, then it's totally fine. If you are going there, you are a admirer of various kind of creations, then it's very fine. Or you are going for actual conversation with some remote friends, then also it is good. But then just to see what others are doing or just to show off what you want to when you want to get noticed is wrong way to use any kind of social media, right? So just beware of all this falling prey to all these things which are possible online. They are eating your time and you are going nowhere, right? You are staying there only in your profile, in your CV, right? There is no upgradation that is happening, right? And for all these activities which are not taking you anywhere, you should give them a break, right?
Ma'am, so it's
Okay,
better
yes.
to get indulge in physical activities.
Exactly. You should go to gym or you can spare time at gym. तब आप फोन को टच करना भूल ही जाएंगे, or dance or painting or whatever you like.
But ma'am, at
वहाँ
that
पे
time
भी
also
करते
when
हैं।
we go for a jog, we also have like AirPods or earphones and music is playing. So
हाँ मैम, वो मैम जिम में भी तो फोटो खींचते रहते हैं सब। मैं एक बार
yeah.
गया था तो क्लास के सामने सब फोटो खींचते, रील्स बनाते, वहां पे भी नहीं
Yes.
छोड़ा किसी ने।
Also,
Yes,
like, ma'am,
yes,
we
yes.
listen to like music and stuff, so like phones also always there somehow.
Yes,
मैम लोग
music is
पढ़ते
fine if you are using it as for just for music and you're keeping it away in your pocket and listening to music, that's totally fine. Right? You are doing some physical activity, you are not, totally involved in thinking कि अभी phone में क्या आया होगा. Right? You are just, aware that you should not fall down while running. Right? And these kind of activities are very, very much required now from the health grounds also and from the mental health grounds also. Right? So please try to be away from your phone at least for tiny amount of time each day, right? And gradually you will feel free from the phone, right? Okay, do share if you do something in this line with me next week. But before that, you also watch a TED Talk by Sherry Turkle. Sherry Turkle. Yes, I have given the name here in the chat box. Her video's title is probably Connected But Alone. Right? Connected But Alone is a video and it is a TED Talk. It is also available on YouTube. You can go through that. It is a little long TED video, but you must listen to it. Ask your siblings also to listen to it, right? And then just let me know what you felt after listening to it and if any kind of change you have incorporated in your daily routine after listening to it or after our conversation, right? So just try to be disciplined with your internet usage, right? Okay, let's move ahead. Now, when we talk of crimes or cybercrime issues or cyber media issues, right? If you remember, I have asked you to watch a video on HTTPS, right? If you have not watched, that's okay. You watch it now. Whatever video suits you, you can watch that. HTTPS, right? अब हमें करना क्या है कि when we are on internet, right? जैसे कि हमें पता है, I told you in the first lecture also that when internet came into its existence, the main aim was to share the resources or to communicate easily. And gradually the development went ahead, but no one thought of security. Similarly, there was a protocol or the set of rules which were implemented to help you get the web page that you are requesting to your screen, and that was called HTTP, which is Hypertext Transfer Protocol, right? अब इस protocol में भी कोई security option नहीं था. So अब when you are on internet and when there are multiple devices which are in between, getting your message and giving it ahead in the route, they can also read that message, right? So when you are transmitting something on internet through this HTTP, it can be your login information while you are trying to log on to your एप्स और वेबसाइट्स, राइट? तो वो लॉगिन इंफॉर्मेशन प्लेन टेक्स्ट में इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज में ही जाएगी इन योर HTTP प्रोटोकॉल। तो कोई भी इंट्रूडर है या कोई भी इंटरमीडिएट नोड है वो आपका मैसेज पढ़ सकता है, नॉर्मल इंग्लिश है, he just has to analyze that where is the username and password, right? And that is why another version, gradually when there were security issues, the another version of HTTP came, and that was HTTPS, right? This S it comes from SSL, that is secure socket layer that it implements. Now, what is this secure socket layers? There are various layers in your network implementation, and this works at the transport layer, which is responsible for sending your message from one end to the another end. Right? Now, here when the message goes, it implements something known as cryptography, right? Or an encryption mechanism. Now, what is encryption or cryptography? It takes your message, say ABC is your message, right? And once, if I say that, just a minute. Yes, ABC is the message. And if I say that I'm using a cryptographic technique called Caesar cipher, right? So in that case, what happens? You have to choose a number, और उतने number हर alphabet message का jump हो जाएगा, right? For example, if I choose 2, so my ABC would be now, right? A will be converted to C, B to E, and C to E, sorry, DCE, right? So this would be my message, CDE, sorry. So I'm so sorry for that. So 2 alphabets, each alphabet will jump in your sequence, right? So now the message that you're sending will not be recognizable. I'll give a better example. Suppose wood is my message, right? And 2 is my key. Right? This would be something which would be sent. So other end, if intermediate nodes are trying to read, this makes no sense, right? So this is known as encrypted text, specifically the text which has no dictionary meaning, right? That is called encrypted text, right? And the normal message that you're sending is known as plain text. And here, the number that we have chosen is called the key, encryption key, right? So here the key was 2. Right? Based on what key you choose, your algorithm will work accordingly, right? Several such encryption algorithms are possible, right? Or are available, right? And the study of this encryption, decryption and everything is known as cryptography, right? So cryptography is study of all these things. Now, when you are saying that you are implementing cryptography, this broadly is classified into 2 different types. One is public key cryptography, another is private key cryptography. So now your task is, you have to figure out the difference between these 2, the difference between public key cryptography and private key cryptography, and you have to also find out that HTTPS uses which type of cryptography, public key or private key. Okay, so for this I give you 15 minutes. After 5:30 we'll discuss ahead. Okay, I hope the question is clear. Find the difference between public key and private key cryptography, right? And find out which cryptography technique is used by HTTPS.
And ma'am, the HTTP protocol you told, like, was that same protocol used for like HDFC bank scam that you told like before Diwali?
Yes. So HTTP protocol is not out of use, right? It is still there. There are still sites which are
but ma'am, you showed us like that email or that website wherein it was like totally fraud.
Yes. So in this kind of phishing scam, people actually use HTTP websites which are not secure, and your banking sites are always now HTTPS based. So if you find this kind of links in your messages or mails and you click and you see it is HTTP, you should never fill any information there, right? That is one way to recognize the scam. अगर वो HTTP यूज कर रहा है मतलब there is some गड़बड़, right? Don't use that link.
Yes, ma'am.
Or the answer?
Yes, ma'am.
HTTPS uses what?
Public key
Cryptography. Okay. And what about the difference between public key and private key? Anyone?
Yes, ma'am. The private key uses a single key for its encryption and decryption of the data, while public key uses two different keys for the encryption and the decryption.
Okay. So it is like you have locked your house with one key, and you can give a duplicate key or a different key to everyone else, whoever would be coming to the house, right? So it is publicly available. That also means that malicious users might also have that key, right? So there is one challenge when it is public key is used. Another, if we are using private key, then what can be the challenge?
अगर सेम की होगी दूसरे के पास तो वो एक्सेस कर पाएगा.
नहीं, पर सेम की सिर्फ सेंडर रिसीवर को ही पता होगी वो की.
I think the challenge is losing information, so it is impossible to restore the
Okay,
information
losing
that we have on the
information.
key.
Okay, one. But
Like,
the
ma'am,
first
will the
information.
data get
Yes.
leaked? Will the data get leaked if we
Which
use like
data? Our message that we are lacking.
yeah, like, ma'am, any kind of data which is in like private key cryptography.
Okay. So the main challenge in any kind of encryption mechanism which we use, the main challenge is the key distribution. आप किसको की दे रहे हैं और कितना सेफली दे रहे हैं, राइट? लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल इन पब्लिक की क्रिप्टोग्राफी, जब आप पब्लिक की देते हैं यूजर्स को, राइट, दैट इज आल्सो अ कम्युनिकेशन, right? And in that communication, if there is wiretapping done, or there is eavesdropping, or there is any intermediate malicious node who is also keeping that key, तो वो भी decrypt कर पाएगा, right? Same goes with the private key, that while you are transmitting that key, right, at that time, what if that key is falling in some covert hands, right? So that is always a question, whatever encryption decryption we use. Again, key distribution in itself is a challenge, right? Safe key distribution is itself is a challenge. So like encryption algorithms, so many algorithms you will find in literature. You will also find so many research algorithms and everything which is going on in line with key distribution. Encryption key distribution kaise kare, that is also a question. So that is, even if we encrypt things, we are not completely safe, क्योंकि वो की भी हो सकती है किसी malicious user के पास, right? So this is the challenge in security, and that is the reason why
Right
we need to
key
be
and right
extra cautious.
technology in wrong hands.
Yes, exactly. Right? So you will have to take care about everything that you are doing, and especially when it comes to this monetary transactions which are done online, right? So if you are going to or if you are someone who is doing a lot of purchases online, right, then in that case you have to be cautious, right? Again, I repeat, for everything that is there on internet, like right from social media to getting all the information, it is very beautiful, but the only thing is we should know that there are challenges, there are security issues, and we need to be cautious. तो अब ये जो ऑनलाइन पेमेंट का जो अभी सिनेरियो है, right, where there are a lot of things which we are buying online, which we are paying online, जीपे यूज करते हैं, ये वो, बट उसमें हमें ये ध्यान ऐसा नहीं है कि we should never use this apps to be the safest. आप यूज ही मत करो, सेफ हो, ऐसा नहीं कर सकते, right? So what we do is, for example, when we are transacting online transaction कोई भी करते हैं, तो आप या तो जीपे से करेंगे या नेट बैंकिंग से करेंगे, तो जिस भी मीडियम से कर रहे हैं उसमें आपका जो भी बैंक अकाउंट आपने क्या बोलते हैं सिंक या कॉन्फ़िगर करके रखा है, दैट अकाउंट शुड नॉट होल्ड अ ह्यूज अमाउंट ऑफ मनी, राइट? आप उसमें उतना ही रखिए जितना खर्चा करने की जरूरत हो, राइट? अगर आपको ये पता है कि यू आर बाइंग एवरीथिंग ऑनलाइन एंड ऑन ड्यूरिंग अ मंथ यू आर परचेसिंग various things on an average worth 8,000 rupees, so you should not keep even 8,001 rupee in that account, right? This is playing safe, right? It is not that you don't use the technology, you are safe, You know, when we discuss this social media scams and cases, there are so many students who say that I don't use social media. I never update status on WhatsApp. But that's, that is something which you're missing out, right? You have a
But ma'am,
huge,
how does that help in any way?
why?
Ma'am, like you told, one of your students, he never updates like the
Yes,
status
yes,
on
yes.
social media. So
So, okay, so this is not connected to the transaction thing. For anything that we are doing online, right? If you are not using it, is not the solution. That's what I mean to say, right? If you are having
yes,
this
ma'am.
at your disposal, you should use it, but you have to be cautious, right? अगर ऐसा है कि आप मतलब I don't want to fall prey to all this distractions of social media, I don't use it, तो आपको बहुत सारी चीजें नहीं भी पता चलेगी, right? Like I just give you a simple example that when I wanted blood for a family member, I just kept it on my WhatsApp status, and within 3 minutes, I got 3 bottles of blood, right? Donors, I mean, sorry, 3 donors I got, right? So this is the power of social media, especially when it comes to getting help in emergencies, right? But then if you are not using it any day, right? Suddenly no one will come and get connected and help you when you will actually need the help, right? So you should, if there is power in your hand, you should actually use it, but you have to be cautious. Same when you are able to pay online, you don't have to handle cash in this COVID situation. It is a good thing, right? But then you have to be extra cautious that you should not be having a lot of money in the account that you are configuring with various apps, right? So that if there is any scam, there is any problem that is there in a transaction, it will not, you will not be affected more, right? पूरा स्वाइप ऑफ कर दे आपका बैंक अकाउंट, ऐसा अगर भी कोई करता है तो 8,000 से ज्यादा नहीं जाएंगे if you are not keeping everything there, right? So just as a takeaway from this session, you tell your parents, siblings, anyone who is using anything for online transactions, tell them to attach it to the accounts which are only meant for this kind of payments and keep minimal amount in that. This is the way to be safe, right? There are 50% of the people who will think that kuch nahi hone wala, right? But that is not the case. You never know what can happen.
But ma'am, in that case, like cash on delivery also helps, like sometimes.
Okay, yes, that always helps. But the thing is, in this kind of situation where handling cash itself may introduce health hazards, right? Like COVID, right? In that situation, when
Yes.
it is unavoidable, right? In that case, you should use it actually. Okay, so this was one solution. Another thing is, for the conveniency, we tend to save the credit card details on various apps, right? ताकि आपको बार-बार वो नंबर बड़ा सा डालना ना पड़े. Again, it may be a practical solution for you, working for you, but then again you have to be cautious for such devices where you are storing all the things on apps and everything. For those devices, it is must that you protect the device with a password, right? मेरे पास ऐसा कुछ छुपाने को नहीं है करके बहुत सारे लोग पासवर्ड नहीं रखते हैं फोन में, that is wrong. आपके फोन में फोटोग्राफ्स भी है, उसका भी मिसयूज हो सकता है, right? So keep a password in your phone. Try to explain the same to your elders that why keeping password is important, right? So
like on passwords on like social media handles, like on WhatsApp and Instagram, or like on phone only, like lock
on the
screen.
phone itself or on those handles, even if you want, because there are chances that you may lose your phone, right? So what if someone uses your identity and commits some crime, right? If you give all the access, everything is open, then that is possible, right? So you have to take care and use passwords wherever there is possible, because you are storing a lot of your information on your devices, right? Which has a lot of misuses possible, which we generally ignore, right? So if there is, if someone takes Aishwarya Rai's picture and put his face on some obnoxious photo, उसके fame को कुछ नहीं फर्क पड़ेगा. But if it is us, right, it will be there with you forever. We are not celebrities, We are normal people, and we have to take care of various things, especially when, now when the employers, when the marriage alliances, everyone check your social media and everything, right, before committing to anything. So you have to be extra careful while you are using your devices. Be safe. Don't keep a lot of your personal information on your devices, which may be lost, right? And keep everything password protected as far as possible. For all the accounts that you are using for online payments, you should keep minimal amount of money, right? And being away from this security issues, the solution is never that you don't use the technology, right? You use it with the discipline, and that discipline only you can bring, right? Because no one knows what you are doing on your phone, right?
And ma'am,
So that discipline
is there any
beyond.
danger if we put like if we have like a scanned copy of our Aadhaar or passport or any kind of our identity proof?
Of course, it can be misused.
Like ma'am, lot of apps require access to your video gallery or photo gallery or
Yeah. It can be misused. So don't keep that scanned copy on the device. Keep it somewhere like on your Google Drive, for example.
on laptop.
Laptop also, if you are using it on a public Wi-Fi, you should not keep confidential information on those
Yeah.
devices which you use with public Wi-Fi, right? Else it is okay.
Yes.
Any other question? Any other thing you want to add to what we are discussing? Anyone?
मैम
Yes.
मैम वो स्कैन कॉपी अगर हम गैलरी में नहीं रख के गूगल ड्राइव पे रखे, लेकिन तब हमारे पास इंटरनेट अवेलेबल नहीं हो फ़ोन में या कहीं पे, और हमको चाहिए, तो हम क्या कर सकते हैं?
आपके आसपास किसी के पास तो होगा ही। आपके
तो
पास
मैम कोई अननोन के पास थोड़ी इंटरनेट मांगेंगे, मतलब पब्लिक वाईफाई भी ऐसे मतलब फ्री हो वो इतना ऐसे सेफ
Yes,
थोड़ी
public
होता है।
Wi-Fi is not safe, but then you can even if you feel that ऐसा हो सकता है कि आपको बहुत जरूरत पड़ेगी आधार कार्ड की and you will not be able to show it at that time, so you can again password protect that file. उसको PDF बनाइए, PDF में password protection है, so that can be done.
यस मैम।
और मैम आपने जैसे अभी क्रेडिट कार्ड का बोला, क्रेडिट कार्ड पर भी हम लिमिट्स लगा सकते हैं ना, ट्रांजैक्शन लिमिट?
Yes. Transaction limit, और yes, there are so many people who argue that credit card में तो OTP आता है, किसी के भी हाथ में आ गया तो क्या हुआ, OTP थोड़ा मेरे पास ही आएगा ना. But there are so many websites which are US based, or if you even take the example of this IEEE. IEEE is a very well-known society of engineers, right? So when you go for membership on this IEEE, वहाँ पे credit card का number आप डालते हैं, payment हो जाएगा. There is no OTP.
मैम वो तो सारे इंटरनेशनल साइट्स के लिए
Right?
होते हैं।
Yes, exactly. So for all the international sites, this credit card numbers are enough. There is no OTP kind of thing for them, right? So it is only there for our regional processing. So ऐसा बिल्कुल नहीं है कि क्रेडिट कार्ड की इंफॉर्मेशन स्टोर की तो क्या हुआ, OTP तो मेरे ही पास आएगा ना, ऐसा नहीं है, right? So you need to be cautious about everything that you are using. It is wonderful. It is giving wonderful options, conveniency that it is giving. You should use all of them, but you have to be cautious about everything, right? Any question till now that you have?
Also, ma'am, in that debit or credit, we have to keep our like that CC hidden, that number, 3-digit.
Yes. CVV.
Sorry, CVV. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, so that CVV is required. But again, अगर आपने सेव किया है अपना information, तो वो भी कुछ साइट पे सेव होता है, if I'm not wrong. It's not saved in most of the site, but still. And कुछ लोग ऐसे भी हैं जो CVV को स्टोर करते हैं as phone number, जैसे हम phone number स्टोर करते हैं वैसे CVV करके. Don't do that. It is not for that.
Many, ma'am,
Right.
like many of like the university's application, or they also ask for like some bank details and like Aadhaar and passport, like
Yes,
any
yes.
identity proof and stuff
Yes.
to upload on their portals.
Yeah. So anyways, there are certain things which are unavoidable, which we have to do. But then for the things that we have in our hand, we have to be extra cautious, right? Any other doubts that you have in this regards? Any other doubts? Okay, have you come across the term social engineering? मैंने आज एक case example में use किया था, if you remember. What is social engineering? Right, I told you that US में बहुत सारे teenagers ऐसे हैं जो अपने दोस्तों का Facebook updates या जो भी updates है वो देख देख के उनको पता चलता है उनके family में कौन है, कहाँ रहता है, अकेला कौन रहता है. So this kind of information, you know, which we get through the post of others is known as social engineering. राइट, सोशल मीडिया पे जो भी अपडेट्स होती है उसको एनालाइज करके आपको जो भी इंफॉर्मेशन मिलती है दैट इज कॉल्ड सोशल इंजीनियरिंग, राइट. एंड थ्रू दिस सोशल इंजीनियरिंग देयर आर सो मेनी क्राइम्स पॉसिबल, right? So not only the information that you keep, you have to password protect, also the information that you keep floating on as post, you have to keep a check that do you really need to post this, right? आप कहीं पर भी जा रहे हैं, why to post that? Question number one is that why to post that you are going somewhere? Why to post with whom you are going, right? Why do you, if just imagine if there was no social media, would you like to shout and tell everyone that okay, hello everyone, I'm going to so and so place? No. And if the answer is no, you should not post that on social media, right? Will you you know, हम जब बाहर जाते हैं ना, दरवाजे सारे हर जगह से लॉक करते हैं और मम्मी हमें हमेशा बोलती है कि अभी किसी को बताने की जरूरत नहीं है, हम घर पे नहीं है. But then you post pictures on social media. I mean, you can read about so many cases where people have posted about their outings on social media और घर पे चोरी हो गई because they had announced that घर पे कोई नहीं है, right? So it is very important for us to understand that what we really need to post on social media, right? हम एक simple सा example लेते हैं that I you know post there are so many people who does this, right? I'm giving example of myself. I don't post it actually. So suppose I'm a person who post the dish, right? जो भी रोज सुबह मैं खाती हूँ मैं post करती हूँ, right? And then after some time people will realize that इसने ये particular चीज इसको बहुत पसंद है, right? मतलब अगर इसको कुछ मिला के खिला देना है ये चीज तो वो खाई जाएगी, right? So this is what social engineering helps the covert intentions to, you know, figure out how a crime, a physical crime can be committed, right? So here also computer is used as a tool where we ourselves are giving the data out, right? So we should always be cautious about what all we are posting on social media, right? The social media in terms of this Instagram, Facebook या आपका WhatsApp का status भी, right? मैंने बहुत सारे लोगों को you know every single day they put a post, every single day they put a post. That's totally fine, right? Posting is totally fine, whatever the frequency is, but they post about what they are doing, with whom they are, right? People have also started judging others. Like for example, I just gave you an example that my head had updated her status, right? The head of the department updated her status at 3 o'clock, right? Yesterday. We have certain emergencies and there are so many things which are going on, so many events which are coming up. Everyone is severely busy and we keep on getting, you know, threat mails that you have not completed this, not completed that, right? And in the middle of this, she updated a post status, right? It hardly takes a second, a fraction of second. But now people keep on talking that unke paas to bada time hai, 3 baje, you know, working hours mein, you know, she's updating status. And then she is telling us that you do this and you do that, and she will sit and update status. So you always have to take care that at what position you are, you have to take care that at what time you are updating the status now, because people have started taking it seriously, right? For example, one of my colleague has posted about his anniversary. He said that we are celebrating our anniversary on a WhatsApp status, right? Not to his wife. He posted this on the WhatsApp status, right? Now, on the next day, I wished him, and then he said that we have 150 people in our department. 100 of them had seen my WhatsApp status, right? And only 2 of them have wished, one you and one another. So when you are updating your things, you also expect others to comment on it or revert on it, and which is drawing you down tremendously, right? So आपका ध्यान तो उसी में है ना, anniversary तो बाजू पे रह गई, right? So you always have to think that if you are really posting something, don't wait for others to react, right? Or if others react, like the HOD, for example, she will not care about what people say. She has actually worked for what she was allotted, right? It only takes a second to post something on status. She has not wasted hours and hours behind the status, right? So if there is nothing affecting you once you post something, whether the negative comments or positive comments or no comments, like in the second case, no comments was affecting the person who posted, then it is okay. Then only you should post, right? If nothing is affecting you after posting, then only you should post, right? While you're posting, you also have to remember that there are people who are, following you, who are reading you, right? And who are judging you based on what you're doing. Number 2, who are also figuring out what you are regularly doing, right? And which can go against you. There can be physical crime committed using the information that you are spilling on internet, right? So जो भी location update वाला फंडा है, that you should never do for the regular places that you are visiting, right? Actual reason why this location update kind of thing came into picture was to figure out or get the surveys of the places that you're visiting, or to figure out which friends are nearby. But हम उसको किसी और ही चीज के लिए use करते हैं, right? Like to show off that I'm watching this movies every single week, right? In luxurious theaters, right? That is what we use our location updates for, right? So you take care about what you are posting. Do watch the TED Talk that I had mentioned by Sherry Turkle, right? I have just seen there are so many this messages which are there in the chat box, but while I am lecturing, I am sorry I cannot see the chat box. So I have missed a lot of them in the beginning of the session, right? Yes, there are some messages even regarding what I'm talking. So, when I'm talking, I'm generally standing or walking because I don't like this setup of online teaching, right? I like the way I talk in the class, right? I assume that you all are sitting here and talk, and that is why I don't look into the chat box while I'm talking, right? Else I do look into it, right? So sorry if I have missed out what you have posted, right? So next time if you want to say something while I'm talking, please speak it up, right? You are free to do that. Okay, so that's all for today. If you have any queries, any doubts, do let me know. Do watch the TED video right away if you are already in the state of mind that मैंने जो बोला वो सही है. TED video देख लेना वो, तो आपको और सही लगेगा, right? Okay, I repeat once again, it is Connected But Alone by Sherry Turkle, right? And try to have some discipline with your phone usage through the week, and next time we'll share what you experienced, right? I'm ending the session for now, a little early.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, there is a issue with the lifts here in our campus. I'm on 11th floor and the lift stops at 6 o'clock. So I don't want to get stuck. So I'm ending the session for now.
Yes, ma'am. Sure.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you,
Yes.
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Have a good time.
Thank
And
you,
we'll
ma'am.
meet next year now.